Pop Culture Minefield is brought to you by the Bottom of My House Foundation, and in part, by Gary's Backdoor.
And we're here. Hi, guys.
Yes.
It is Thursday, an unusual day for us, but we are here.
Because it was necessary. We are here to celebrate the life and works of one irreplaceable Dolly Parton.
Yeah, irreplaceable nails it.
I heard CNN, I think it was, had to apologize for using a photo of her, of a, what do you call it, look-alike, somebody that performs Dolly Parton's music at shows, like in Branson.
Impersonator?
It's obviously not Dolly Parton, and they put it on a major news program to announce her death, and a fucking
That's
impersonator.
A major fuck up.
Yeah. But yeah, we lost is the picture even there?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
It's not showing up for me. It's a blank screen.
How fun.
I see it.
Yeah, but as the person who's posting it, not seeing it, it's fucking weird and it's stupid. They shouldn't be having that.
Yes, it is.
So I had to reshare it so I can see the goddamn thing. Thanks, StreamYard. So anyway,
well, we're done with them anyway.
We lost Shelley Fabrice, who is a TV actress. She was also the wife of BJ Honeycutt actor Mike, I forget his last name, from MASH. And she's been around since the 50s. She died, and then we also lost the voice actor from Transformers, the voice of
Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime, and
Mr. Peter
Cullen. Usually it's in threes. Now it's a quad. Although somebody said to me today, well, he's a voice actor. He's not real. He doesn't really count. And I'm like,
what? He does.
Yes,
he counts.
So we lost 4 this week. But I will say that they all died of massive old age.
Actually, Dolly Parton had cancer. She just didn't make it public.
Well, you find out that a lot of elderly people, when they die, they die from a disease usually. Like one of the worst ones that's robbed a lot of people over the centuries. One of the greatest killers of humans is pneumonia.
Oh, yeah.
Cancer is common. The older you get, the more likely you are to get it. And Tim Curry suffered 2 strokes, as I recall. One major one. They had to go into his brain to save him. And I'm grateful we got the extra time with him, because we could have lost him when he had that first stroke. So first in the house, of course, is our good friend Gambit. Hi, Gambit. Second in the house, right behind him, is our buddy Snorty. Hi, Snorty. And then I scroll down and I see John. There's John. Hey, John Whitaker. And looking to see who else might have popped it. Oh, we got some comments here too from John. This movie and the movie The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, they're both hilarious movies with Dolly in them. She literally, now I feel like my daughter's talking to me. Literally plays opposite characters in them. Dolly Parton's breakthrough hit in 74. Jolene. Yeah. Therefore, Dolly Parton deserves a swell tribute for a classic like this. Let's see.
For her whole life, I mean.
It didn't
she got
mean
children
Dolly
to
Parton
read.
acting part was over after and stuff. Well, she did what she set out to do. She did some movies. She did a Christmas movie. Actually, did a couple of holiday films, and she was a singer. She liked doing her music and liked having her own park, Dollyland or Dollywood, whatever they fucking called it. She continued to make appearances in film, TV shows, sitcoms. Yet I feel Dolly might have done more movies, but I think it just took so much of her time that she didn't want to take that much time away from her music. And she was very family oriented. She's what, the godmother of Miley Cyrus, right? Huh. Her major television breakthrough came in 1967 when she was discovered by Porter Wagner, who was huge in her life, who had her join his weekly variety show, the Porter Wagner Show. And he always felt like when she started pulling away from him, very betrayed by her, which is just, I don't know, weird. She wrote a song to him. You know the song, right?
Nope.
I'm talking to you guys on the show with me.
No. And I said no.
The song I Will Always Love You that Whitney Houston would remake later was written about him, Porter Wagner, to him.
Okay.
And eventually things smoothed out between them over the years, but it was very acrimonious separation. Parton appeared on 218 episodes of the show between 1967 and 75 as a regular performer.
What show?
She didn't want to let the acting part of it override her singing. Well, yeah. Yeah, I loved Hee Haw, man. I grew up on Hee Haw. Such a great
I
show,
haven't even
amazing
heard of it.
comedians, incredible. Buck Owens and what's the guy's name? Roy Clark. I've showed you Roy Clark when he and Glenn Campbell started plucking together on guitar. He's a master at guitar, and then he's also plays the fucking bow fiddle, the violin, and he picked up instruments and he just mastered them, and it was kind of amazing. And when he did that one comedy routine where he's doing that song and trying to make it sound like a choo-choo train while he's doing the song with the guitar. And he's telling you that he's making it sound like a train during the song while he's playing it. He goes, when I do that, that's the sound of the choo-choo train.
Okay.
You remember watching that with me? It was fucking funny, man.
No, I don't.
Oh, my goodness.
Sorry.
But Roy Clark is just was this great guitarist, and that's why I love that show. And Hee Haw was like one of my favorite shows growing up. I absolutely agree. Grew up on that show, Hee Haw. Alpha. Good to see you, man. Let's see. Tim Curry was such a handsome devil, and he was live and continued to live that way up to death. Yep. I like that they did that little documentary and about that, like the dedication to his work at that museum. It was fun. Entitled Track 9 to 5 also contained music video to promote the movie. Yeah. Tim did an interview basically the music video was like a trailer. Really. It's a good video, but it's pretty much the movie and her doing stuff and some of the stuff cut right out of the movie. Tim did an interview a couple of years ago where he said the love of his life that he regrets. She was his, actually in real life was his agent because they had a relationship. And she was like the most trusted, but yeah, you're talking about Miss Piggy. And that was in that was also mentioned in that video we watched, Dan, with that little documentary about him, the Miss Piggy thing. Tim said you have to understand once you've had pork, you never go back. Of course, that doesn't rhyme. I would have had the Swedish chef like right behind when he said it. It would have been funny. He goes, once you've had pork, You never, and then the chef goes, fork, fork. The Swedish chef. Fork, kitty in the head. Fork, fork. Even in 1967, Dolly was 21 years old. She was hot. And I'm not even talking about her fucking tits. I'm talking about her face. When she was young, she was so photogenic, man. Just gorgeous. Every angle you saw her was like just something from a magazine of beauty. Miss Piggy, I think bacon sandwich. When I think of Miss Piggy, I think of frog legs, and I also think of pigs in space. Pigs in space.
And I wanted to say bad bears, Nori, but I think your comment was worse.
I fed right into it. Not saying I'm funny, but I am clever. Anyway, I think I only ever had.
Wait.
I think I only had a traditional 9-to-5 job for maybe 2 years.
Look who's
Army,
here.
law practice, restaurant security, guard, politics. None were really 9-to-5. I see Keith Areno.
We have a Keith.
Hey, everybody.
Look, it's Keith.
How are we doing?
Is this real Keith or AI Keith?
No, this is definitely me. Because AI was not named as Man of the Year 2006. So
that's right.
For now.
And I've been voted Man of the Year every year after.
Bonjour, Christian.
We are, what is Christian Delorme here?
Yes.
Where?
Bonsoir.
There he is. Bonsoir, mon ami. Comment allez-vous?
This has just been a hell of a year. I'm telling you.
Well,
This
dude,
month,
I'm telling you,
man.
these folks are getting in their fucking 80s, man. It's a miracle. We've had them for so long. Martin looked it up. The gentleman who did the voice of Skeletor is still with us. 96 years old, man.
Yep.
I mean, at this point, his dick could touch 100.
She's
that close.
Oh, man.
I know. What the fuck is wrong with Gary that he makes jokes like that?
Everything.
There's so many names.
That's your man right there, Emma.
I know.
I'm still marrying him.
Oh, look who decided to show. Welcome, Pope.
Pope Metallicus, you crayon-eating cocksucker. How are you?
Still abandoning us on Mondays. What the fuck, dude?
You motherfucker. I swear to God, where the fuck are you? Everybody's like, don't forget to put Pope Metallicus back on the thumbnails. The one day I take it off is when you show up.
Exactly. So that's what you need to do, maybe. Take him off the fucking thumbnail to make him join.
You are like the biggest dickhead friend I've got. I swear
Hey. The man needs his time. Those crayons are not going to eat it themselves.
They can eat themselves. I think I only ever had a traditional 9-to-5 job. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to think back if I ever had a 9-to-5 job. And yes. When I was 18 years old and I got hired by Wegner Metal Arts to work in a real art bronze foundry. We did statues that would appear in museums. And I got the gig as first I was a wax pourer because we did the lost wax process of the artwork. You would take a mold of the artwork, statue, sculpture, and you would pour molten wax inside the mold, slush it around, and build a wax replica of the statue. Then I would hand it over to the artists. They were real artists whose job it was to clean it up without doing damage to the artwork. And then they would take it down to Roland's station. Roland Chinove, he was from Argentina. And Roland's job was he took a slush that was made from algae, and he would slowly dip it into this and build it up layer by layer. It would take days to build this cast around the wax. And once it was built and it was thick enough and it had all these gate systems to brace it in place, we would take it out into the urn and put it in the urn with the opening at the bottom. So the molten wax would come jetting out on fire and coming out sometimes. It was gorgeous to watch. One of my favorite things about the job is when we would go watch the wax be melted out of the cast. And then you would have a hollow casting, external casting of the exterior of this statue. And then they bury it in oiled sand with the spout open at the top. And then they melt the bronze. And then two guys walk it over slowly and inject. You don't pour. They call it pouring, but that's a misunderstanding what's really going on. You can't pour metal because metal never actually is a true liquid. You inject the metal into it. And so using gravity, they inject the molten bronze into it. And then, and I watched my buddy, like it cracked under the sand and some molten bronze came out while he's holding this fucking urn full of molten bronze. Some of it leaked out and took off 2 of his toes.
Good night.
Oh.
And he had to keep his calm. He gently moved his foot away from it after it did it. It wasn't going to bleed. It was cauterized. And they finished the injection. Then they sat the fucking urn down, and then he dropped to the floor in pain.
Jesus Christ.
That was fucking wild, man. We did statues. We did the immigrant statues that are in the sub-museum of the Statue of Liberty. There's a museum down there, gallery of statues, and the immigrant statues that are in there, I poured. I also poured part of one leg on the Vietnam Memorial because they spread it out to several bronze foundries to pour those to get it done on time. And so we were one of them that got contracted to do that. It was fun. I'll tell you, that was a great job. I was 18 years old. I got fired from the job. And any money on what got me fired? Anybody want to bet what got me fired?
Your mouth.
My mouth. My fucking mouth.
To the surprise of absolutely nobody.
One of the brothers was a functional idiot. And I won't say his name because it'd be fucking rude. But he came in one day and I had fucked up a mold. I got an air bubble on the back of the ear of Governor Belial, Virginia's governor. This statue was going to be going into the governor's mansion. And it's just fucking bad. I got a bubble in the rubber right here behind the ear. Bad. It was bad. And I felt like a fucking asshole. I felt like the lowest piece of shit. And I'm fucking angry at myself. And Mike is his name. I should have said that. Walks in and starts to fucking chide me about it. And this guy doesn't know shit about mold making or any of that. He's like a glorified laborer in the company. And he comes in and he's giving me a hard time about it. And I said, well, why don't you fucking do it, Mike? If you're so fucking smart and know how to do my job. I was fired. And the dickified move was one of the owners was my best friend. And they made him fire me. And I had to console him while he was firing me. And I'm not kidding. I had my arm around him. I said, I'm going to be okay, buddy. Don't you worry about me. You're my best friend. Why can't you fucking control your mouth?
Wow.
He was a good guy. That was Steve. Steve was a great dude. He actually bought artwork from me because he had a Cobra Corvette. Not a Cobra, I'm sorry, Stingray Corvette. And he asked me to sculpt him a Stingray bronze Stingray to put on it to mount on the car on the front, the Corvette. And I sculpted one. We checked it out to make sure it would fit before casting it. And we did. That was a lot of fun. So anyway, let me get back to these fucking comments. I apologize, guys. I went off on a story. Can I say again how annoying this Stream Elements AI is when it fakes like it regular chatter? Yeah, I know, man. We've been bitching about fucking AI all day today. I just heard I have the biggest dick you've ever seen on a man.
Did you not send him an invite, Martin?
What?
Pope wants an invite. He wants to join.
Okay, on its way.
The opening sequence, yeah, this is we're supposed to be showing love to Dolly Parton today. I need to get back to doing that. The opening sequence of the movie is such a great opening where we see a hand and each of the turning off the alarm clocks to the song. I fucking love that. I used to work a shift like that as a campus security guard, Georgetown. Drunk co-eds desperately searching for their IDs and flirting in hopes of getting in the dorm with that one. Yeah. So what you're saying is you're a college co-ed predator.
Oh yeah. I have a knack for not unpopular but uncommon interpretation of things.
My favorite part of the movie is the fantasy sequences. I really like it with each one having a fantasy of how they do him in. And by the way, Dabney Coleman was my dad's favorite actor of all time. Second favorite, and also my grandfather's #1 favorite, is Rip Torn.
Wow.
The guy with two names that means destroying paper or something. Let's see. In fact, I watched, he was in a great episode of Boris Karloff's Thriller. And it's a really good episode. Just a wonderful piece of camera work. By the way, every episode of Boris Karloff's Thriller is available on YouTube, free. Just go look up Boris Karloff's Thriller and then select playlists. And it'll pop up and look for the one that says 64 episodes. That's the one with all of the episodes. Look, this film was really well made, period, as far as the look of the film. But you also have a lot of talent that's on camera and playing bit parts. And this movie, like, goddamn, my dad took me to see this. And we had such a good time. He laughed his ass off watching this movie. And
so did we.
I need to look something up real quick. Because one of my favorite actors that is Sterling Hayden.
Mm-hmm.
You remember him, Keith.
Oh, yeah.
And there were two great things that came out in 1980. For me, in my opinion. My two favorite films that came out in 1980, Raiders of the Lost Ark and 9 to 5.
Both good movies.
Yep. And I was not a Dolly Parton fan until I watched this movie. And somebody asked me just recently, Keith, they said, what is it? Was there some sort of genetic disorder with all of her children being so short, Dolly Parton's kids? And I told them, I said, I've read a doctoral thesis that explained that basically nothing grows in the shade.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
I didn't make Keith laugh. I expected to make Keith laugh on that one.
No, he clapped a rim shot Yes, I know. Innuendo galore.
I love that. It's my favorite Dolly Parton joke. Johnny Carson told that joke.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Carson was good at doing that. Slipping.
Oh my God. And as I recall, I got to tell you, I do believe that he was doing the Great Karnak when he did it.
They should just have an online kind of like place where you can just be able to find all of his jokes on the Tonight Show and just be able to...
Well, you can. A lot of them are on YouTube. You can actually look them up, and some are on Facebook, but Facebook doesn't have a very good video search like YouTube. But I got to tell you, the joke went as this, as I recall. He holds the letter up to his head and he says, "Nothing grows in the shade." And then he rips it up and blows it up and pulls the letter out, and he reads, "Why are Dolly Parton's children so short?"
Jeez.
Love Carson. And this guy had a show in the early 80s with a friend of mine. She was in it, called Buffalo Bill. And it was a good show. Should have kept going. I don't know what happened, why it only got, 2 seasons? I think it got 2 seasons. And that's a show we need to do, hon. Okay. I might be able to get the actress from the show on our show. I'd have to beg her. Dabney Coleman was the typical stern American boss-looking guy. Yeah, he did a fucked up movie in the 80s where he goes in to do a piss test and gets the wrong results back and thinks that he's dying. So then he becomes suicidal as a cop, doing brave, crazy shit.
Yeah, I remember
that. He wants to go out on the job so he can make sure his family gets his insurance. Do you remember that movie?
Wasn't it called Short Time or... No, not Short Time. It was called...
Hold on a second. I'm going to look it up. I'll look it up real quick.
Because I remember when that movie came out. God, I feel old.
It was late 80s, as I recall. Wasn't it like 88, 87, 89?
I thought it was 87.
Yeah, I'm going to go look it up real quick. Hold on.
Let me at least
By the way...
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to tell you, it was either CNN or CBS had to apologize yesterday because instead of putting up a photo of Dolly Parton, they put up a photo of a woman who does a Dolly Parton, whatever you call that, where they sing like and act like and dress up like
impersonator. And we have a post.
Obviously not Dolly Parton in the photo.
Big fuck up.
I mean, obviously I'm not Dolly Parton. I'm not that well endowed, but I try.
Oh, I gotta say this about Dolly Parton. She found a way to just really make everybody feel good. And,
she was genuinely just a good person, and everyone, I think, who ever met her is a better person for having interacted with her.
Like Mr. Rogers was.
Yeah.
I mean, she's one of the few celebrities that didn't have a job doing that was that way. I mean, it was just...
You were right, Keith.
Short Time? Yeah.
And
it came out in 1990, the year I went in the Army.
Like, people like Fred Rogers and Bob Ross just made everyone's lives they interacted with, at least in a public setting, better. For having heard their words.
Yeah. Again, it was always great. And as I said to my... I was talking to a coworker, and I said, with that takes away the third pillar. I said it after. I said there was like 3 people that were pretty much holding everything up, and all 3 are now gone. Dolly Parton, David Bowie, and Prince.
Fair enough. I would say, I mean, for my generation anyway, Peter Cullen.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Was the guy who taught us to be a hero.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's either him or He-Man.
Yeah.
That's where most of us got our drive to enlist in the military.
Yeah,
to be the guy who could protect people.
I was already a little older when Transformers hit, but I respected that show because it was different from a lot of other shows that had come out. And Peter Cullen was on my list of people that I wanted to meet because I just think that the effect that he seemed to have on a lot of people who grew up was amazing.
Is the hero that most people want to be but could never muster the courage to do so.
Yeah. Well, again, that's the reason why I feel that way about William Shatner. And I know that's not a popular thing to say nowadays, but
no, I know what you're saying, and I completely agree that Shatner told people to dream.
Yeah.
And basically to be Jim Kirk of don't be afraid of challenges.
Mm-hmm.
Because as the man himself said, risk is our business.
Yep. It's going to be devastating when he does go. Because
by the way, risk is our business was ended with Mr.
Mm-hmm.
Risk is our business, Mr. I fucking love the way he delivered those little lines.
Oh God!
But just that sentiment of risk is our business applies to so many things in so many ways, to not even science fiction, but our daily lives. You risk yourself going out of your house in the morning.
Yeah.
But
by the way, that movie right there, nobody ever thought it was going to happen. Because Henry, the shit with Vietnam really broke Henry Fonda with his daughter.
Yeah,
like he was so fucking angry at her,
should be to this day.
Yeah,
she's a traitor.
She was a traitor. She's a traitor. But they got to make that movie. I have to tell you guys, I've never watched that whole movie.
Oh, really?
I've seen it once.
It's because I love Henry Fonda, and I didn't want to watch a film where he died, and I can't stand Jane Fonda, and I was so fucking just broken over watching this movie, and I couldn't do it. I've never been able to watch this movie.
I've seen the whole movie once. I love Henry Fonda as an actor, and On Golden Pond is a masterpiece, but
yeah, it's right up there with being there.
It's like, but given everything you've just said, yeah, it takes it's hard to love it.
Oh, it's just incredible to see talented people work together, and Katharine Hepburn and Henry Fonda really made you believe. They are on my list of just people so good they made you actually believe that they were this married couple that had been married for decades, and
they've been close friends over the decades, and that helps.
Yeah,
But I want to point out too that Henry Fonda had one of the most interesting close relationships with another actor. He was best friends with Jimmy Stewart.
Mm-hmm.
Like they hung out together all the time, building models, airplanes and shit. And they would hardly ever talk. They just enjoyed each other's company. Mm-hmm. And the funny irony is that you've got your classic Hollywood liberal with Henry Fonda. Mm-hmm. And you've got I would refer to him really as your classic Republican rather than classic conservative with Jimmy Stewart. And the two of them never had cross words over politics. Reminds me of a couple of friends that I know.
Well,
who would that be, Keith?
Could it be
like that?
Could it be Hal Jordan and Oliver Queen?
Maybe it's J. Jonah Jameson and what's his name? That bought the
Perry
paper.
White.
No, bought the paper.
Yeah.
He's played by that good black actor that was in
Robbie
Dirty
Robeson.
Henry. Yeah, Robbie Robeson. Yeah, great character. A lot of people know he's a conservative. And Jonah is your classic liberal editor in chief. You know, they're
Based on
always at
somebody
odds
we all
with each
know.
other.
JJ
Stan the Man Lee.
Yeah.
He was a hard ass, and he actually liked that they did that. That they based that character on him.
Well, Steve Ditko did it on purpose because Peter Parker, in the original version of Spider-Man, during that initial run, Peter Parker is actually based on Steve Ditko from high school. He took it right out of his yearbook. When you have that there, if you look up Steve Ditko yearbook picture and compare it to the look of Peter Parker when the comic first started, it's exact. It's exact. He did it on purpose. So
That's fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
By the way, Terry Garr, she was a main staple for a lot of comedies. And in the early 80s, 1980 and 81 had two great comedies that were my two favorites for a while. Was 9 to 5, she's not in, but she's in the other one called Mr. Mom. Terry Garr plays Michael Keaton's wife. And that is a great fucking movie.
Oh, heck yes.
Yeah, she died. A lot of people don't know she suffered for decades with that disease.
Yeah.
MS,
disease?
right?
Oh,
It's MS, as I recall.
that's
What caused her to have the limp, which she's blamed on the car accident when she got hit by a car. But the fact is, she recovered from that. It was the MS that fucked up the way she was able to walk.
Wow.
Love Terry Garr. She was a regular on David Letterman. David Letterman loved having her on. She was a great guest and just made him laugh.
And you know what? We're running short on those people in modern society who can just make people laugh, regardless of what side of the spectrum you're on, or
don't try to turn it into a political scene. You know, they're constantly wanting to get up on the pulpit and preach.
We
Get back to just being your fucking self. People don't know how to be themselves anymore.
We need a Gilbert Gottfried or a
Buddy Hackett.
What I like, there are two actors that, and I think this is why he started going political. Mark Ruffalo, the only person that gave away more shit about the Marvel movies than Tom Holland is Mark Ruffalo.
And
Mark
Tom is hard to beat.
Mark Ruffalo says one time during an interview, and I think he's with Don Cheadle, is everybody dies in the end. And Cheadle goes, dude. Well, not everybody. Like, that's going to save the fucking moment. God damn.
I mean, at the same time, he's not.
Oh, go ahead.
At the same time, he's not wrong in that everyone dies in the end.
Yeah.
It's how you live and who you are that determines, your impact on the future and also your own legacy.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I suspect that you have that tattooed as a tramp stamp on your back?
I mean, I don't yet, but you've given me an idea.
Oh God.
Didn't need the visual.
Nope. Absolutely not.
But no, I mean, this is what men like Peter Cullen and Robert Downey Jr. instill in the generation coming forward, is the desire to be heroes. When you look at Iron Man, Tony Stark, he has all the money in the world and disposable income to just throw at a project like the Iron Man suit. But it doesn't need to be anything like that. Even just, doing what you can to help those in need because it's the right thing to do can make you a hero in your own right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could wake up tomorrow and just decide, I'm just going to be a man of my word for the rest of my life. You know, just doing that one thing makes a difference.
It does.
And really, to become a better person, all you got to do is just remember all of the really decent things that you learned when you were younger, way younger. That if you just do all of that every day, you just might find yourself being well thought of, because that's really all you. I mean, you really can't control really how people react to you, what they think about you. All you can do is control yourself, and if you find a way to just improve yourself and how you react to things, that has an effect. And Dolly is a great example of that.
She is.
Again, Fred Rogers was a really great example of that.
And it's another case of those. The only people who have bad things to say about you are bad people.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, we're living at a time where now I think it's easy to see all the people who at least were raised well. You know,
it's weird to see now, especially me being like, you know, metalhead and punk rocker. Guys like Johnny Rotten and, you know, Lemmy being bastions of morality.
Yeah.
You know, that was
they were seen as degenerate back in the day.
As conservative. I was like, what the fuck happened to my childhood?
And
Johnny Rotten.
Yeah. And the worst part was I saw bands who probably have no idea who the man is try to clap back at him for this from the punk genre. And it's just like, you do know that's the man who founded you, right?
Yeah. That's the unfortunate thing nowadays. And part of the reason why...
Just a second to respond to Gambit's post here about the Incredible Shrinking Woman. I used to be like a really big Lily Tomlin fan. And it wasn't until she started hanging out with Jane Fonda that I lost interest in her.
Yeah.
And even when she, like her lack of a sense of humor, when Chad Everett made a joke on Dick Cavett's show that she got up and walked out on. And I look back at that, it's like, really?
Yeah, that was super bitchy.
Your vagina was so easily bruised over that joke?
Especially when you make your living as a comedian.
Yeah, exactly. And she did do stand-up comedy. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah. She was a comedian first and foremost. She was an actress second.
Yep.
Is.
I did like that movie, The Incredible Shrinking Woman, and it was a fun little movie.
Oh, Woman. That's the name of the movie.
It's the movie with Lily Tomlin in it, and what's his name? The other guy that collected movie memorabilia that played apes all the time. I think he played the gorilla in that, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, Roddy McDowell.
No.
Really? Oh no.
No, he was on the original Ghostbusters TV show.
Oh, yeah. Bob
Burns. Yeah, just checking. I think it was Bob Burns in that gorilla suit, but I'm not totally sure. I'm going to look it up real quick.
He was the only other person besides Horace J. Ackerman who had an incredible collection of movie memorabilia that he had in his home. And
oh my God, listen to this fucking cast. Got Lily Tomlin, Charles Grodin, Ned Beatty, Henry Gibson, Mark Blankfield. There's a guy who disappeared.
Holy
He's
shit.
still alive. You just don't see him anymore. You got John Glover in it. Rick Baker played Sidney. I stand corrected.
And if we could bring up Martin 11 Alpha's comment, that is exactly what I was talking about. The era of heroes.
There's a lot of comment here, man.
It's one of his.
I don't know which one.
Pokemon. That's one. Yep. Like that is the Brotherhood of Warriors. Like that. Like that is like we deal with each other honestly. We. And even when we clash, we do so honestly.
Yeah.
There's no, backbiting and trickery with us. It's like we'll call each other out in songs, when we fuck up. But that's the self-correction of things like heavy metal, is when you are found lacking or you fuck up, your brothers will call you out on it. And make you better.
Yeah.
Rather than punishment.
Although punishment is a lot of fun in the military.
Well, punishment is also part of the process, but you will correct it because your brothers want you to be better. And it's not one of those, hey, society demands that you do this. It's, hey, man, this isn't what we are. You need to be better.
I wanted to say hi to Vinkman's girl because she is here. And
Zax
our
is here
good
too.
friend Zax is here.
And
Zax is being super Zaxy out there. He's always Zaxy.
Oh my.
He has a lot of Zax appeal.
Oh God.
And John Whitaker, I'm sorry to hear
Hey, D-Bud.
That is really one of my favorite moments in the film where she thinks she's poisoned him.
Because she doesn't realize that he spilled the coffee.
Because that goddamn chair.
He did drink some. Hey, did we ever find out how he knew everything?
No, I still don't know how. Did he eavesdrop? How did he know about the rat poison?
Oh,
does anybody remember that?
The spy who worked for him, she was in the stall.
Standing on the toilet.
Yes, he was sitting on a toilet, but with her feet up, and she was taking notes of everything on toilet paper.
Oh, I forgot that scene. That is so fucked up.
Don't forget, at any given time, if you guys ever feel the urge, you can put something in the coffer for Gary to get some coffee or water or pizza or a hooker.
Oh, jeez.
Fuck you, Gary.
No pizza for Gary.
Oh, no.
No, you don't deserve pizza.
No, I'm sorry, baby. I made that joke.
No.
He was even put into the position of a leading man in You Only Lived Once, that Fritz Lang directed. Shinatsky, of course, is here. What's up, Shinatsky? D-Bud's here. What's up, D-Bud? John says the punk 8C metal, hardcore metal scene was always helpful to each other. Everyone, well, one of the funny things is I never quite understood was when Van Halen wanted to make fun of punk with one of their songs. And it's a great song.
What,
it's very
punk?
No, fuck. Well, it's a song they did early on.
Yeah, that's Atomic Punk. It's their first record. But I don't think they were making fun of them. I think we're just acknowledging
it is Atomic Punk. It is Atomic Punk. It is Atomic Punk.
Yeah, they weren't.
It's a great fucking song.
The way I took it, they weren't making fun of the punks. They were acknowledging that they're different than us, but they still
in the documentary. I was listening to was meant to kind of rib them and kind of poke fun at the simplistic style that they did, but it ended up being a great fucking song. So
Well,
there you go, right in their own face.
I mean, what do we always say when we talk on Military Monday? If we're not making fun of you, it means we don't like you.
Yeah, I was a big fan of the Ramones, Shinatsky, and Johnny Ramone
to this day
hated commies. He fucking hated commies.
And the funny part is, even the liberals back then hated commies.
Well, yeah, well, they're like Keith. Keith is what you call a blue dog Democrat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, old school Democrat like Hubert Humphrey, which is more what I'm in line with. We took that test, remember, Keith?
Yeah, I remember
where we were politically, and you and I are
pretty
like,
much dead on.
The line is right here, and we're like bumping the line on each side.
Yeah. Again, that's part of the reason why
I guess they call that political docking.
Although I don't think the test was completely unbiased, because it asked me if I wanted to throw communists out of helicopters, and I said yes. So,
wow.
Oh my God, that drawing where the kid says, "This is what I want to do when I grow up," and it's a picture of throwing commies out of a helicopter.
Oh.
What movie was that from? That fucking slave.
It's not from a movie. Gus Pinochet actually did it.
Yep.
No, there's a fucking movie I'm talking about where kids said, I want to be like this when I grow up. And it's a drawing he did in crayon, as a Marine, you know what that is. And it's of somebody throwing somebody else out of a helicopter, and it says, killing commies at the bottom in crayon lettering. And I fucking lost my shit, and I don't remember what movie that's in. But it was funny as hell.
It should be remembered because it's based, and I love it.
Yeah, Pinochet. Pope reminds me that I once wanted to do a video essay. Oh, we already read that one.
Yeah, but no, I absolutely did take my, philosophy on militarism and, my role in society as a warrior from.
Oh, Jesus Christ, D-Bud. Johnny Rotten changed his name to Johnny, I'm not such a bad guy once you get to know me.
Wow.
But no, I will say.
Wait. We have a super chat from John Whitaker saying this would buy you 4 coffees in 1980.
Yeah, 3 coffees in Portugal today.
I blame, and I really do, I blame Starbucks for destroying coffee at McDonald's.
McDonald's and Dunkin's still have the best coffee.
Really?
Oh, look, Dunkin' Donuts has, period, the best coffee. Okay, the animation in this is so fucking good. It's so Disney. And
that's the best part
this.
Of the movie is their revenge fantasies.
Yeah, her Snow White part. Jesus Christ, I love this fucking movie. I'm going to get a video for the super chat. So I'm trying to think what would be a good one. Oh, here we go. Haven't played this one in a while.
You leave me little notes on my pillow. Told you 158 times I cannot stand little notes on my pillow. We are all out of cornflakes, F.U. Took me 3 hours to figure out that F.U. was Felix Unger.
I love that one. Great movie.
The unfortunate thing nowadays is who can you actually see performing an updated version of that would actually still be good? I mean, lots of people can be cast, but who do you think would be really good?
You know who didn't work?
Hugh Jackman
was on the 20-teens version of The Odd Couple with Matthew Perry as Oscar, and the other dude was perfect for Felix, the guy from Reno 911. He was great as Felix.
Yeah.
But Matthew Perry was not cast correctly. He is not. He would have been a good Felix Unger when he's younger.
Yeah.
He was not right for Oscar, and I still don't know who today. Who do you think should have been Oscar in that series? I miss Matthew Perry, and I hate that he's dead.
Yeah.
It was, you know, but you know that the people that were guilty of that got sent to prison for his death.
Thankfully.
You know, it was charged for abuse of medication or some shit like that. But the fact is they killed him. They knew they were going to kill him. They knew he was going to fucking die from this shit. They did nothing to stop him. Instead, turned it to make a profit off of him. Fucking monsters. But anyway, who would have been a better, in the 20-teens, who would have been a better TV odd couple Oscar Madison than Matthew Perry? Because I know he wasn't right for the part.
Really?
And Martin's wrong here. Ryan Reynolds would not be the good one for that because it doesn't fit the character.
Well, he was too big.
At
the time, and he's not the right. Yeah,
flamboyant.
He's not good as a grouch. He's not a grouchy guy. He doesn't play grouch very well. You need somebody really good. Like you need someone like Jack Klugman or a modern day Jack Klugman or Mathau type person. Felix.
Yeah. You know what? Who would have been really good for is Brian Masterson.
Who's that?
The guy who played Pullo in Rome.
Don't know him.
He was in one.
I told you I don't watch the gay porn. I'm not a Marine.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, if you've never seen Rome, do it. It's one of the best series HBO ever put out.
It's like it's on my list of things that I do want to watch. That one, and I wanted to watch the other show about the family, the Papal family.
Oh,
what?
Nothing.
They were kind of like the first mafia.
The Sopranos?
No, it took place in the 15th, 16th century.
Oh, the Borgias.
Borgias, thank you. I pretty much didn't love much of Lulu Tomlin after she did All of Me. You know what's really weird, though? I like that movie. Steve Martin, right?
Yes.
That's a little Steve Martin. I really like that movie. Did you not like it, John? Oh, okay. Yes, I agree with you on that song. I like that song.
And Zach's corrected me. It's Ray Stevenson.
Yeah. Ray Stevenson would have been. That's another one that I'm just sorry he's gone because
he never got the recognition he deserved.
Oh, he was just such a really good actor. In fact, I think Ray Stevenson, in my opinion, would have made a very good Nick Fury.
Now that you say that, yeah, I hadn't thought about that before, but
he would have made a very good Nick Fury. Yeah.
Okay, I figured it out. Who I think should have played Oscar Madison in the 20-teens. John C. McGinley.
Oh, gosh, yes.
Yeah, he would have done well.
That would have been perfect because he's a TV actor. He only makes appearances in films. He makes his bread and butter on TV. And I think that his crankiness is the only reason why I kept watching Scrubs.
Oh, I mean, his work as Dr. Cox just made that show.
Yep.
It made everybody better. I mean, he's just funny. Is really what it comes down to.
Yeah, it's just like you needed bit characters to beat him.
Yeah,
and he was just doing it because he makes snarky comments and makes a funny face.
Oh God, I mean, there isn't really a movie that he has ever been in where he's not good. It doesn't matter how good the movie is,
and he's always good. He's even in not funny movies, and I love him in them. Platoon.
Yes. He's just
but he's
really good.
He's kind of funny in that though, and unintentionally.
Yeah, unintentionally
bad
funny.
feeling,
But, like,
man.
it's
Hey, I got a bad feeling about
kind
this
of-
one, man.
But it's a different comedy. And also,
No,
he
he's
has
just a whitey
serious
bitch.
roles.
And that's what makes it funny.
I mean, in that movie, where like, I mean, he's still a soldier. He's being sent on serious things. He's just like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah, but when he gets that final battle, man, I'm short, man. I got a bad feeling, man. I got a bad feeling about that one. It pisses Behringer's character off.
And
he's
you
whining.
know what? I think that was more Oliver Stone's writing than it was John C. McGinley.
Yeah, but he's good in that part, dude.
No, he is.
He
He's
sold that
excellent
scene.
in that part.
And the thing that pisses me off about Oliver Stone, because he's a big commie, by the way. He's a communist. Same as a lot of my favorite actors. You know, one of my favorites is what's his name? Played Che Guevara. Benicio del Toro. He's like one of my favorite fucking actors, and he's a commie. And Oliver Stone, huge commie. I mean, not a socialist; they're fucking communists.
No, dude, he's a straight up communist.
But I just, I don't like Oliver Stone on a personal level for a reason, because I work for his one of the guys that did a lot of work for him, Dale Dye.
Yeah.
And I don't like the way he treated Dale personally. It's my beef, not Dale's. And I just see some of the shit he did to Dale. Him and Spielberg both, I think, abused their relationship with Dale Dye. But and I don't like either of them. I don't like Spielberg either on a personal level.
This isn't kissing up. This is genuine respect. Captain Dye deserves more respect than that.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Henry Fonda got another assignment from 20th Century Fox to appear in Drums Along the Mohawk in 1930, which, by the way, John Ford, my favorite director, happened to meet him for the first time. They became instant friends, and it ended with a fist fight on the set of Mr. Roberts, because Ford was he was drinking on the job, okay? And he was doing stuff that was upsetting Fonda, because Fonda had played Mr. Roberts on stage for like 2 years and really understood this character. And he tried to talk to him, and Ford's response was to punch him in the fucking face.
Oh.
I mean, especially given how much
fired.
He
got
got daughter
fired.
is, I can imagine
punching
Henry
Ford
Fonda.
got fired. Hold on. Ford got fired from that job because of striking Henry Fonda. He remained credited as the director, but they brought on Howard Hawks to clean up. Was it Howard? I think it was Howard Hawks. He came on to finish the film for him. But that ended the friendship with Henry Fonda and him. They never spoke again.
Wow.
Although I read somewhere that they buried the hatchet, but there's nothing written about anything said between the two men. So I don't know what that fucking means. Slayer is a great band for morality. They're all about the evils humanity does and how messed up it is. My problem is when bands glorify the evil. Like, my God, like some of the bands out of Northern Europe freak me the fuck out with the shit that they sing about.
No,
and some of these people are real fucking Satanists.
Dude,
Some of them are
Scandinavians go
actual
fucking
Satanists.
dark. Yeah.
Some of them are actual Satanists. One of them is an actual murderer in prison now.
Yes, he is. You're right. Varg. Well, he's out of prison now.
They let that fucker out?
Yep, Varg Vikernes is out on...
That guy should have been in for fucking life. That dude, he's gonna fucking kill again. I'm telling you.
He straight up killed his best friend.
He'll just hide him. He'll just hide it better next time.
Wow.
Like, dude, I mean, you're not wrong. Varg is straight up psychotic.
Yeah, he's mentally ill. She would keep notes everywhere. Oh yeah, the spy. Does anybody remember these candy stripers in hospitals?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And also, I just like to remember, I say Captain Dale Dye's name as a sign of respect.
Yeah.
Because when you deal with another Marine or veteran, you always refer to them as the last rank they held.
Yeah. When
If you're referring to me formally,
letters,
my address would be Lance Corporal Field.
Yeah. Well, I don't do that because I'm Army. And
also because I'm a fucking
weird
Lance Corporal. Who cares?
But when I write to Dale or to Julia and I say something that needs to be said to Dale, I always refer to him as Skipper.
I will always refer to my first company commander as Skipper. The one who replaced him wasn't as good.
Huh.
I'll refer to him as Captain, insert name here. But Dale, I will always refer to as Captain Die.
Yep.
I don't know if that's...
He thought it was hilarious.
Is that the highest rank he attained?
Yes. And I told him one day, I said, there are 3 people on this planet that make my ass clench when they say something to me. One is my godfather, Father Weems. And the other was my commanding officer in the Army. And then Captain Dale Dye. Because when he says son,
yeah,
he says son to me, I notice it when it happens. My ass clenches.
Yeah, just involuntary.
I'm preparing to be corrected. That's what I'm doing. I'm clenching my ass because I'm preparing to get corrected.
I will add one different name to that list.
Skipper.
And that is my division commander at the time, General James Mattis.
That is fucking awesome, Alpha.
Because, it's Jim fucking Mattis.
I'm starting that one. That is a great fucking... And I love Mattis. He's
the man...
war dog.
The man earned the respect of his Marines.
Yeah, he did. To me after justice. I just imagine they died.
Even just for the first incident, I think this was in Desert Storm when he was a 2-star. Some Marine.
I showed that, by the way, Slasher Fred. I showed that to Anima the other day with her as the operator. One ringy dingy.
Yeah.
And she would laugh like that. Very much so. Let's see. I'm trying to get to these. Jacob! Hey, buddy.
Yeah,
how's
we're about
life?
20 minutes behind.
Yeah, I think he moved up to Kansas City, was it? Or Jeff City? The animation must have been done by Frank Thomas. All I know is I love the animation in the film.
The only thing I know about Frank Thomas is he was a hell of a hitter for the Tigers.
Now, I will point out that Colin Higgins, the guy who wrote the first script for this, has a great track record. Other than doing 9 to 5, he also wrote the movie Foul Play, which was a big hit. Harold and Maude is a cult favorite film. I've seen it like at least once a year since I was a teenager. And then, of course, he did the classic Gene Wilder, Richard Pryor film, Silver Streak. So he wrote some really good comedies over the years. And he wrote the script for this one. And then they brought in a woman to touch it up to give it more of a female perspective kind of humor. And that was Patricia Resnick. And Patricia...
More fuel for the fire that women aren't funny.
Well,
Fuck
when
off.
you look at her writing, well, she's not totally wrong. 9 to 5 is one of them she worked on. She was brought in specifically to doctorate the script, but she got paid and she's credited for adding to it. And she basically put more of the feminist touch to it. She also was the screenwriter for The Player, which I think is a great movie. I love that movie. And if you go back through some of her stuff, really, she wrote the screenplay for Dolly Parton's movie Straight Talk. which is an okay movie. Let me go. Let's see what else she worked on. Oh, she wrote one of the scripts for Fairy Tale Theater, which I love that show. The Hansel and Gretel episode. That's a good show. Yeah, there's one anime that if you haven't seen, we need to watch.
Okay.
The movie A Wedding, which I don't fucking remember that movie. Does anybody remember that? 1978.
Oh.
John Considine, Patricia Resnick, and Alan Nichols wrote it, directed by Robert Altman, starring Carol Burnett, Desi Arnaz Jr., and Geraldine Chaplin. Why do I not remember this movie? Because you've got like 3 things in there I fucking like. Even Mia Farrow's in it. Paul Dooley is in it. Oh shit, Lauren Hutton is in it. She's in the Gap Club. Does anybody remember Lauren Hutton?
Nope.
She was in the movie Once Bitten, vampire comedy from like 85.
Oh, I remember Once Bitten, but I don't remember the actor.
In 1985, Jim Carrey's first movie. She was also one of the main characters in American Gigolo, and one of the movies that we've talked about, Martin, you and I, Zorro the Gay Blade.
Oh,
great fucking comedy.
Yes, it is. Oh my god, the pink suit
with frills,
yes,
like around. Just,
oh my
George
god,
Hamilton is fucking good. I tell people he's a better actor than you fucking remember. Watch his fucking movies again, and especially movies like the Dracula movie he did right before, right after Zorro the Gay Blade. He did 2 comedies back to back, and he played Dracula. And when he drinks blood from a homeless drunk and gets hammered, is one of the funniest scenes in that fucking movie. Jim Carrey, what was that about Jim Carrey? Yeah, Jim Carrey's fucking funny in it, man. That's also the first time, and I was doing the wiggle thing, because you guys have seen me wiggle my eyebrows like that. I'm not going to do it right now because I'm not a monkey. But I stopped really doing it because he did it better. And I'm like, God damn it. That guy's face is made of rubber. And then I found out his nickname is Rubber Face.
Wait. I need to answer this question. Debut, not soon enough.
Look, we got to pick a week for him, and we can do it. We can absolutely do it. I love his movies. Like he played Evel Knievel, man.
Who?
Oh,
We got to do Evel Knievel.
Who are we talking about?
That one.
George Hamilton.
Yeah.
George Hamilton did some great shit over the years. Let me pull him up here.
In fact, it was.
Because I brought up my favorite films with him, and he did a sci-fi
He was
horror
born
film.
in August.
So
So
we
we'll
would
have to
have
wait a
done
year.
it now.
We can do another special.
Or if maybe when he dies,
No.
he dies on a good month, we could do it on the month he dies.
Oh,
Not
dude,
wishing
don't.
anything.
If we're going, don't jinx it. If you're going to do another special soon, it needs to be Curry.
Yeah.
Ah,
All right, here you go. Zorro the Gay Blade, he did in 81, and Love at First Bite, he did before it in 79. I thought it was the other way around. Huh. Good films, good movies. They're very fun. Let me get back to his early career. My goodness, man. That guy was in this sci-fi film I've always liked that deals with psychic power. Came out around 1970. Oh, plus he did Evel Knievel in 1971. He was also in the Burt Reynolds movie, The Man Who Loved Cat Dancing, which is actually a good film. I don't know if people like it. I liked it. The Power was the name of it. He plays Jim Tanner in that sci-fi horror film. 1968. Good movie. He's in another film with Harrison Ford called A Time for Killing. if you guys know that film at all. It stars Inger Stevens, Glenn Ford, Paul Peterson, then of course George Hamilton and Harrison Ford. And here's a picture of Harrison Ford in the movie if you want to see it. I'll share it real quick. Share screen. He looks so tough in it. He plays the officer that cries when he's in the trial. And there it is. That's Harrison in it. And then George Hamilton, there he is. That's George Hamilton, plays a Confederate officer that they capture, and he's a prisoner there. It's a good fucking movie. It's not great, but it's good. Called A Time for Killing. And Glenn Ford, he's nearing the end of his career as a movie actor. 1967. He had been working since the 40s. Man, he was getting older. And so he got to do one more movie. So I wouldn't mind finding some of the actors in here and probably trying to do some weeks for them next year, so we can get movies like this in there.
Well, next year's filling up already.
I know. You and I are paying attention, and we're already building next year.
We are, yeah.
Lily Tomlin
was
in another movie. I don't remember that movie. I remember The Lonely Guy. Is that the one you mean? You're talking about The Lonely Guy.
I think you need to jump to the bottom of the chat because we're 20 minutes behind.
No, go with the star. I've been starring some comments.
All right, I'm going to go into the star category. So let's see. What is this one? You're so right, Gary. I mean, almost up to her death, Dolly Parton couldn't take a picture from a bad angle. She was a gorgeous lady, dude.
Yes, she was. And she was tinier than me. She was only 5 feet.
Yeah, she's the same bra size, about 5 feet.
Jesus Christ.
She
always appeared taller because of her heels at the wigs.
I just heard I have the biggest dick you've ever seen on a man. I don't know. I've seen a lot of big dicks. I was a combat medic, as well as working in the medical field. Does 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. count? Fuck it. Yeah, sure. 9 to 5 is 9 to 5. My birth mother was a bookkeeper. Oh, yeah, I read this earlier. Let me get down. More admiration than being. Look, man, he has been, in my opinion, ignored for his work. And I think the biggest fuck over he ever got was being listed as second unit director for the movie Alexander. Oliver Stone screwed him out of getting any more work because of that movie. What a horrible film. And it's not because of Dale Dye's work. Hi, Bill. Hi, Lynn. Yes, we love Dolly Parton here. Hi, all. CJ has the touch. Yeah. I'll just stream for Peter Cullen. I figured I'd come here for Dolly. Okay, Mike. Wait, is this Mike or who is this? CJ?
No, it's CJ. He has
from
always,
Facebook. Okay.
He has always changes his name, but always start with CJ and some version of Optimus Prime as his picture.
You need to change it to CJ and the Bear.
Never listen to Gary. CJ, don't.
Just look at Andre. I know. Andre is the only guy I've ever said this to. I said, if I was gay, I would swing towards you. Yeah, you're fucking hot.
And I'll say this for CJ. Until all are one.
Until all are one.
You had to do it.
I had to do what?
Give me goosebumps.
Oh, that gave you goosebumps? You're weird.
Man, I am a big fan of Optimus Prime and all his philosophy.
I just saw a cool video. I shared it with Rob because Rob, my buddy Ultra Rob, is a big collector. And I've been talking to him and my son Benjamin about when they buy something to come on here and do box openings of some of their new toys when they get them. Because I would like to do that. I'm like, even if you can't do the live show, come on and let me record you opening a toy. Because that'd be fun. Pope IIRC die.
If I remember correctly.
Listen, Marine. If you remember what correctly?
That's what IIRC stands for, if I remember correctly.
Oh. One of my favorite metal hilarities. He was a member of the Snuffies, if you guys know what that is.
Yep.
Nope.
The guy who wrote Full Metal Jacket was a member of the Snuffies. And in fact, Dale is in the book and the movie. He's a black guy in the movie. Daddy D.A. was the character's name in the book and in the movie. And of course, the book's name was The Short Timers. One of my favorite metal hilarities, a guy who wrote I Have Skulls in My Basement was arrested because he had human skulls in his basement. Yes, I know that story. And that's fucked up. When are you doing a show? Yes, absolutely on the list. We got to do it. Evil Knievel, Love at First Bite, and Zorro the Gay Blade. There's your George Hamilton week. Also, The Power. I like the movie The Power. That is a good fucking sci-fi film. They were going to do a remake of this film over a decade ago. I'm glad it didn't happen, and it never should happen. Stop doing remakes. Stop doing reboots. The RoboCop movie, I'm not going to fucking watch it. I didn't really want to watch the last.
It's a TV show.
It's going to be a series, yeah.
No.
I'm not sure if I'll watch it.
But it's Dan Stevens. I have to give it a chance.
I love Dan Stevens. Love him. I don't know if he's right for the part. Given he keeps covering 80s songs, I'm surprised Marilyn Manson hasn't done 9 to 5 as a dark, brooding rock song. I heard it was Dolly Parton that had told him that all he had to do was remove his floating ribs and he would be able to suck his own dick.
Oh, no. Oh.
Dude.
Why?
As our resident metalhead, why did you have to go there? Because now I have to talk about it. I mean, the man is more just a shock rock guy than he is metal.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I also think he's a complete asshole.
With Marilyn Manson, no. Absolutely not.
Back when nobody really knew who he was, he was traveling the country doing shows, and a girl that had become a fan of his let him and his bandmates stay in her apartment. And what did he do to pay her back? And it's in the documentary, and it's him narrating. He took her toothbrush and shoved it up his ass.
Ew.
And put it back.
God, that's gross.
Yep. He thought that was funny, and I just was like, you're a repugnant human being for doing that.
Yeah. It's one of those, like, the original, like we were saying with punk and metal before, the original ethos, like, it's still there. Don't get me wrong. The modern metal bands still believe in that and are still working towards it. But guys like Marilyn Manson give us a bad name.
Yeah, I just have never liked him. I think he looks weird. And for a while, they're trying to say that he was this actor that when he grew up became Marilyn Manson. I can't remember who the fuck that was from TV. Does anybody remember that?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have a long delay here. Back in the 2000s, there was this rumor going around that there was a kid from a TV show that when he grew up became Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, the The
It's a
little
fan
kid
theory.
from Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah, that kid. And I'm like, what? No. And they finally proved that it was bullshit. And Manson, I think himself, said, no, I am not that guy.
No, Manson's far more fucked up than that.
We have Eclay here, and he's doing a breach.
Oh.
No siree, Bob.
Gary is very, very specific when it comes with things going through his back door, and a thermometer is about it.
I just want you guys to know, my favorite thing every year was getting Christmas cards from Drew Struzan and his wife Dylan, or getting Christmas cards from Dale Dye. I'm like, I don't care if anybody else sends me another Christmas card. I get Christmas cards from those people. And it just made me fucking happy. And they're funny. I always laugh at their Christmas cards. And here we go. Every year it's a new card. So, end stage. All right, are you seeing my... It's empty on my screen.
Yes,
There
yes. There it is.
So here's one Christmas card I got from him.
I love that.
I get so many things from them. And over the years, I mean, that's how long I've been working for them. I mean, that's 2013. I didn't have gray hair at that point. I had a little bit of streak right there. And that was all from my daughter. But that's him and me hanging out together back in the day. We're at Bass Pro. That was such a fun weekend. I like that line. Retreat, hell, we just got here.
That was the commander of my regiment.
Yeah, U.S. Marine Captain Lloyd Williams.
Sorry,
we're in retreat. He goes, retreat, hell, we just got here.
Sorry, that was a company commander. But yeah, the entire regiment echoed that sentiment of, no, we just got here. Like, we're not done yet.
If people didn't know this, when I do the book covers, I put him in some of the book covers for Delta File because the main character is based on him. So that's actually Skipper in there. There's another book cover. That's a Skipper right there on this ship.
And to those of you who are not familiar with, Navy or Marine Corps jargon, Skipper is a term of respect for your commanding officer.
Yeah, it's from the naval aspect of things. You say, yes, Skipper.
Yes, it is. But, in order to be called Skipper by the Marines, that's a mark of respect.
There you go, by the way.
It's not just a slang term that we used as the term, our CO. That's one of those.
Skipper.
That's our skipper. He's earned it.
So there's Skipper with his wife, Julie, and my daughter shopping at Best Pro together. That was a fun day.
And
I tell people, I've been a very blessed life.
We don't throw around.
I have some of the people. This is funny. Did I share with audio? Because Zoe is so retarded. She really is. And she did this birthday thing for Skipper.
And Eclay brings up a good point that if he's the skipper, that makes you Gilligan.
Yep. All right, here we go.
Happy birthday, Skipper. Semper Fi.
She salutes like someone in the Air Force.
Right.
Outtake.
Happy birthday, Skipper. Semper Fi.
Semper Fi.
And also, when did you teach her to salute with her left hand?
I told her just do it because she couldn't hold the machine gun right.
All
with
right,
the
fair
other
enough.
hand. So, and she does a complete salute like this. It looks so retarded. It's a retarded salute. And she goes Semper Fi. That's funny as shit.
Because that would make sense to a kid. Fi doesn't.
Semper Fidelis.
Kill. Or should I add my unit's motto on there? Make peace or die.
Yeah.
Are you planning your tramp stamp or what?
More tramp stamp ideas. Mine on my headband, I had the words it said peace through superior firepower.
Hell yes. But no, my
helmet.
unit, 1st Battalion, 5th Marines, their actual motto is make peace or die.
I like that. It's a good motto.
Of the Marines are here. You have 2 options.
I have called her that to her face, Gambit. And Anima's been in those phone calls with Zoe and me, where Zoe my head drops. I'm like, what is wrong with you? No, that's not how the world works. Hey, Monkey Jeebus is here too. What's up, brother? Yeah, for the Stone Marines, it's Semper High.
Oh my God.
Only if you want to get punched in the mouth.
Oh, it's a good way to get punched in the Marine Corps. You don't fuck around with that Semper Fi shit. That's life.
Yeah.
Although the 14-year-old in me wants to see that AI version of the movie, the middle-aged dad tells me, don't respect the queen.
Disrespect.
Semper Fi is, Semper Fidelis.
And for those of you in the chat who don't speak Latin, that means always faithful.
Yep.
To our code, to our nation, to our family. That is what that means.
I had a blessed life until I met Gary, you dick. They're coming to get you, Pope.
I mean,
not get him alive.
I swear I didn't do it this time.
This time. Right?
But oh man, that applies to more things than you'd think.
I won't ask. I won't.
Are we paused for a reason?
Oh, yeah. I was going to talk about the fact that this guy is so creepy as an ex.
Yeah.
When you think about it, this is so
shit is what it is.
TV creepy. Like just spying on her, following her and shit.
Yeah, I'd never thought about it that way, but yeah, you're right. Might need to fire up the wood chipper.
Fidelis Castro.
All right, Jeeves, you're getting struggle snuggled for that one.
Struggle snuggle.
Hold on. Charlie's messaging me.
You really need to turn off Messenger when we're doing a show.
Well, it's not making any noise. I just happened to see it while I had Facebook opened. And another one of my jarhead buddies sending me funny videos. Okay, fucking cool.
Hi, Ariel.
Hey, Ariel Ballet.
Hi, Ariel. Yeah, Peter Cullen was lost.
Bringing that
this
back
week
to...
really sucks. 4 people lost this week.
I mean, Tim Curry, comedy fucking legend.
Yep.
And just one of the best human beings you could ask
I
for
would.
in comedy. Dolly Parton, I mean, what can you even say? Even above and beyond her, I'm not a country fan, and I like a lot of her music.
It's not just that; it's everything that she has done.
Well, I mean,
Like,
that's what I was getting to is like not only her work with her music, but her work in social work was absolutely outstanding.
Her dad struggled learning to read because he had to drop out of school early. So she has this nonprofit foundation to send books to poor children in Tennessee for free so they can read. And I love books, so this is right up my alley.
I mean, literacy is the core competency that allows you to learn everything else.
Yep.
Like, even if you're not being educated, if you can read, you can, take out books on whatever you want to learn. And they will teach you. So the ability to read is the core competency that follows everything else. Or, sorry, everything else follows from that. And, her father not being able to read, that was not an uncommon circumstance going into the 20th century.
Yeah, well, also, they were super poor. So many kids and living in a hut without any amenities. So, yeah, she came from nothing, literally.
Well, I mean, running water was a luxury going into 1900. I mean,
the Coast Guard is Semper Paratus, always ready. The French version, Toujours prêt, is the motto for the 2nd Cavalry Regiment. And I can tell you that the U.S. Army Medical Corps is Ménage à Trois.
No, it's not. You wish.
And by the way, the Coast Guard's existence owes itself to France. Because if we hadn't declared war on you, we wouldn't have a Coast Guard.
And for those who don't know, the very first time we ever made an incursion on another country was with the U.S. Marine Corps.
Yeah, although technically we did seize foreign flagged ships before that using the U.S. Navy.
Different.
So technically,
that's different. The first time we sent troops to foreign land,
it was the U.S. Marine Corps. Yep.
It was U.S. Marine Corps going to Tripoli. It was America's first war in the War on Terror. And I'm not kidding.
One of the funniest things I've ever seen out of that war is they actually went out of their way to meet up with USS Argus to get one of their cannons. Because they absolutely needed this cannon to attack the fort at Derna.
So and just to let you know, Ariel, as a woman, you know this, that if you let your tits move, you can get to the sternum and you can hear the heart. You feel the heart. So
and the funniest part of the funniest part of the siege of Derna is you know what happened when they fired the first shot out of the cannon?
We know, Monkey. I've been posting about it here and on YouTube and on Facebook and Twitter.
But they forgot to take the ramrod out of it first.
Okay, for those who don't know what a ramrod is, it's how you load a cannon or a weapon.
So they forgot to take the ramrod out of it and shot the rod along with the cannon.
Yep.
Oh. So after the first shot, that cannon was useless.
Well, Ariel Bullet, there's nothing to do with it. It was done. She had cancer. Sic semper tyrannis, yep, is Virginia's motto. Thus always to tyrants.
If only we still lived up to that.
Amen. That should be the motto of every fucking American. Actually,
especially
it should
Virginia,
be
how it works.
anybody
now.
who loves their country, that should be your motto. Because we will not tolerate tyrants. Tete fute, I don't even know what that means. The fuck is that?
Anima?
Anybody?
Tete is head. But
That is
Tete
head,
fute?
yeah. I don't know the other word. No idea. I'm sorry.
Gary, I know Dolly, Tim, and Cullen, who's the fourth, is Shelley Fabrice. I'm sorry, Fabrizi. She passed away. She was a TV actress, been on TV for decades, a lot of 70s and 80s sitcoms. She married the actor that played BJ Honeycutt on MASH. And so he is now a widower today. The more you know.
We need that as a reaction video of just
we had it.
The more.
Well, we had it, but right now we're not paid, so.
Oh.
Yeah, just so you guys can see, I did upload more stuff over there. You guys really need to join us over on Facebook because we do a lot of posts over there.
Well, some of us aren't allowed on Facebook, all right?
Some of us don't know how to shut our fucking mouths.
I mean, guilty as charged.
Says who, Gary? Says who?
Hey,
That's
I have
strong
not
coming
lost
from
a
you.
job since I was 20. I've not been fired from my mouth since I turned 20, but I did lose 4 fucking jobs over my mouth.
I get fired all the time because of my mouth.
My problem was that as funny as I am, not everybody finds what I said funny. They take some of my shit personally. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I guess we better do something about that.
Well, I realize people who aren't English don't like being made fun of just as much as the rest of us. And, you know, I don't care. I'm still going to do it.
All right. These are the others. She passed away. Pretty lady. Had a crush on her for a few years. And then, of course, Peter Cullen. So we've been putting them up on Facebook. We keep an eye on the dead. It's our job. Just kidding. I'll always love you for what you are, Gary. I'm a human Muppet. A meat Muppet, which is what Muppet means, I think.
All right. I think Eclay wants me to start singing, and that's not going to happen.
Yeah, you can recite it, though. From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli.
No,
we'll fight our country's battles on the land,
air, and land and sea.
Because it was originally the land, air, and sea, but then you guys in World War I started flying planes, became aviators, and so the air.
The funny one is the second verse is the one no one knows.
Oh, good. Well, I do. Oh my God, it's been too fucking long.
I'll guide you.
Give me a first word.
Oh shit! I'm trying to remember now. Jesus Christ!
Oh, this is sad.
No, the first and third verse are famous. The second one is the one no one knows.
And keep our honor clean.
No.
We are proud
Our
to claim the title of the United States
from
Marines.
dawn to setting sun.
Well, I'm finishing the first stanza.
Yeah, our
we
second
fight our
verse
country's battles in the air, on land, and sea. First to fight for right and freedom and keep our honor clean. We are proud to claim the title of United States Marines.
Yeah. The second verse
Marine,
starts with
singular.
our flags unfurled to every breeze from dawn to
Breeze
setting
from
sun.
dawn to setting sun. We have fought in every
climb and place that we could take a gun.
Yeah. And like the final stanza is, you will find us always on the job, the United States Marines. And I don't remember.
No,
the third.
that's the end of the second.
Yeah, that's the end of the second verse. And
It's
and
like
I don't
from
remember
frozen Arctic
the third verse.
escapes to northern to tropical sunny breeze. You will find us always on the job, the United States Marines.
Well, I mean, it's the funny part. That's reminiscent of the national anthem here in the United States.
Well,
because
it should,
as
because
Americans,
it was written by the same guy.
We were told the lyrics as just what we sing. Okay, but there are other verses, and some of them not so good. But all we sing in the United States for the Star Spangled Banner is the first stanza, and that's it. We don't go into the second part, and it's one of the ways that we would catch spies in World War II. Because if somebody knew the second full verse of the national anthem, they were not American.
Yep.
Because Americans just don't fucking sing that part. We don't know it. We don't want it. We don't like it. All we like is, oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, or the ramparts we watched were gallantly screaming. And all he's talking about is a flag at this point. And the rocket's red glare and the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there, which is a fight I had with my dad all the way until his death. I couldn't get him to understand what I was telling him. Oh, say, does that Star-Spangled Banner yet wave? Or the land of the free and the home of the brave is a fucking question.
Yes, it is.
If you read it, it's a fucking question. And my dad couldn't understand that what he's saying was he was on a ship 1 mile off the shore. It was
he was asking if the American if Old Glory was still standing.
Yeah, there was fog off the shore. He couldn't see the flag, and he was asking if it was still there. And that's what makes that song so fucking beautiful.
It wasn't fog, it was gun
he
smoke.
Believed. No, there was smoke, but there was fog that morning too, coming off the ocean. And he was a mile offshore. And I have said, the problem with the United States is we have never fucking made a movie about it.
Right? Oh, it would be such a good movie too. Perfect example, The Alamo.
Yeah.
That's
which is not a great movie. The second movie with Disney was good. It was accurate.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's very, very fucking accurate.
And by the way, unlike the Alamo, we actually won this one.
Yeah, we kicked the shit out of them because Fort McHenry
in
the morning
we held on
because we had two flags, and they ended up having the first one got so damaged during the fight. Is the video done? Is the video done?
What video? The slideshow? Yeah.
Oh, it disappeared. Okay, so it's done. All right, so we can go back to normal with our thing.
A lot of bowls.
So, and basically, Fort McHenry, was really hit pretty hard that night. But they had two flags made. And the first one was pretty big. But the second one was twice its size. And that's the one that ended up being unfurled and put up that morning. And we survived the night, and the British fucking left, and they kicked the prisoners loose. Said, off you go. Fuck off. And the British, and I tell people all the time, we won our freedom from England with the First War, the Revolutionary War. but we earned the respect of the British with the second one.
And
We kicked the shit out of them.
My personal favorite verse in any American song is the third verse for the Marine Corps hymn.
Yeah, and I don't even think I know that one.
You do, because it ends with, if the Army and the Navy ever look on heaven's scenes, they will find the gates are guarded by the United States Marines.
And
I apologize to everyone who heard that.
I'm going to clip that. I'm going to clip that.
Dude, do it. I know I have a horrible singing voice, but you have to sing that part.
1 hour and 49-minute mark. Just remember that, Anima.
And
Martin,
you know,
anybody?
I might suck at singing it.
1 hour 49.
But
we're all over talking each other. 1 hour 49 minutes for me to clip Pope singing the final verse of the United States Marine Corps hymn.
Okay, noted.
Oh, you better send me a copy of that, because that's going to be awesome.
We will.
And yes, I know I'm a baritone.
I just want to say one more thing about this movie, because I love all the changes that they made while they had him locked up. And he's forced to go with it and pretend that he did all that so he can take the glory.
You know, I've always felt that this movie got some inspiration from a movie you hate called Animal House.
Ugh, yeah.
With the ending telling where everybody went. But another film that was inspired by that exact same thing was A Fish Called Wanda. That has an ending very similar to this one. And my favorite was that Kevin Kline's character became the military advisor for a dictatorship somewhere in South America, but eventually was captured by a tribe and eaten.
Yeah, that was my favorite moment with the ending, because when he gets promoted to Brazil and he's like, but the jungle, and I'm like, not all Brazil is jungle, you idiot. And then you see at the end that he got abducted in the jungle and was never seen again. I'm like, that was great.
In the jungles of Brazil.
Hilarious. And she finally gets her promotion. I love that movie.
Yeah, absolutely, John. Absolutely. No, it's so funny. I love the ending. Pope sing a country song. Anybody that wants to go back to the 1 hour 49-minute mark and steal his voice and start using it for AI, you are welcome.
And
Monkey
the
Jeebus.
only way I'll be okay with it is if you post it in my Discord,
and tag
so
it.
I can laugh at it too.
Marines should stick to kicking ass and not singing.
Hey, everyone's a critic.
Every time I hear that song,
Just kidding. I love you.
all I could think
You're
of
great.
is Gomer Pyle. Hey, I loved Gomer Pyle. And Gomer Pyle was actually very respectful to the Marine Corps and its traditions.
Although there's a much better quote about Gomer Pyle from a different source of, your name is now Gomer Pyle.
Yep. Well, I got to tell you, when I was in the Army, I got this fucking inbred fucking reject as my battle buddy during reception. Not in basic, but in reception, right when you get there. And I got called Joker by everybody. And I said, I'm not taking that name because it's already been used in a movie. But then they called my battle buddy Gomer Pyle because he was fucking mentally rejectable. I don't know how he's got an IQ of about 78. He was dumb as a day is long. Because I've told the story to you guys before where when I first was battle buddies during reception with this guy, he kept forgetting his number. And it's not your social security number. You're giving an operational number when you come in. And you write it on the flap of your duffel bag. And it's in there. And it's on your bag. And he kept forgetting it. And every time he would get in trouble for forgetting his number, I'd get smoked for him forgetting because he's my battle buddy. And I finally got angry at him. And I told him, write it in your palm. Every morning, write it in your palm before we go into formation. And they're going to call out your fucking number. And you'll look at the number. When he calls out a number, look to see if it's yours. And that's what he ended up doing. But so while we were there, we had been a week in basic. And I told him to write it under the flap of his wristwatch. You know, the Velcro wristwatches we had in the military to cover the glass. I told him to write it on the underside of that. That was it, not his palm. And so later we were doing grenade training, and he's in a different platoon. But he ends up on the because I was done for the day. They let me go. I told you what happened on grenade training.
Yeah.
And I fucking took the dummy's head off, and they said, "You're passed. Go. Be gone." And so I'm sitting over there and just chilling. It was a nice day. And he comes walking over there, and I start telling these guys about the dumb shit that he would do during reception, because he did some really retarded stuff. And as I'm telling you the story, he's like laughing. He's, boy, dumb days long, he'd say. He's a big old country boy, too. And he goes, boy, that guy sounds so dumb. I said, that boy was you. And he goes, nuh-uh. I said, I can prove it. He goes, okay. And I said, his number. And I said, it's under your wristwatch flap. And he opens it up, and there's that number. And you know what he said? Anybody?
What is no? How could we know?
He said, how'd you do that? He thought it was a magic trick.
Yeah.
He had a flat head, too. A very flat head. And he was last in line for headgear. And he got headgear that was a quarter size too small for him. So it sat right on the peak of his fucking head.
Oh, no.
Hey, boss.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I need to remind you that we need to end.
No. I'm watching the time. But I'm glad you did. Yeah, because I'm watching it. It's 1:57. I'm keeping an eye on it. It's up in that corner.
And,
I'm watching it.
We had a guy who was so small that the small Kevlar fit him like a Goomba. Like, we couldn't.
Does anybody know what a Goomba is?
Small enough.
Nope.
Like, we couldn't adjust it down small enough so that it would snug down to his head.
Explain to her, hey. You got to explain what a Goomba is.
All right. To anyone who's played Super Mario, the mushroom guys that you're jumping on are named Goombas.
Which is a play on the mobster term, Goomba.
Yeah.
Which is usually your like, what do you call them? Associates. You know, your not your enforcers, but Goombas are the guys that are sent out as
henchmen.
Yeah. Go do some dirty work. And that's what they are.
Yeah. And basically he looked like one of those.
Yeah.
So his nickname, even though he was not Italian in any way, his nickname was Goomba. From then on.
And that is how we're going to wrap up this show, guys. We're going to get out of here. I want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank Gambit, Snorty, John Whitaker, 11 Alpha, Slasher Fred, our dear friend Christian DeLorme. I'm going to be doing his birthday celebration soon on YouTube and Rumble. We got Vinkman's Girl, Shinatsky, D. Bud Martin, Bourbon, who's a new viewer, by the way. Welcome to the show. And I think it's a husband and wife, right? It was two of them. Then we got CJ here. Jacob was here. E. Clay Thomason. Monk your trip, I think you'll come again. Wade was here. Ariel Billette and Awesome One was here. And of course, my buddies Zax and Tim and Penny. Once we get our videos thing set up again, guys, we'll get back to playing our videos the way we normally do. But until then, we're going to get the hell out of there. I hope everybody has a great day. We will see you later. And just remember, if you've not seen 9 to 5, go watch it. Go watch some Dolly Parton movies. I'm telling you, it'd be a good thing to do. All right, we're going to get out of here, guys. Everybody have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. We're going to get back to doing some Antonio Banderas with Zorro. Not the gay blade stuff. It's the Mask of Zorro. So it'll be a fun movie. Like that movie. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.